Macaulay Culkin stole America's heart in roles like Home Alone and Richie Rich in the mid-90s. The guy was so popular, he even hung out with Michael Jackson from time to time. At the height of his fame, he was regarded as the most successful child actor in generations. But then drugs and alcohol started to play a major role in his life. In 2004, he was arrested for possession of controlled substances including marijuana and Xanax. Now at the age of 35, after years of drug abuse, he makes us want to smack the sides of our face and scream. Lark Voorhees, whose real name is Lark Holloway, started acting at the age of 2. She landed her breakout role playing Lisa Turtle, the teenage fashionista from Saved by the Bell. Voorhees was such a hottie that she appeared in multiples for TV, video games, and movies. Taron Noah Smith was the youngest brother on the hit show Home Improvement, starring Tim Allen. Although Jonathan Taylor Thomas was the teenage heartthrob, Taron was the darling little brother that made America go, "Aw." But then he grew up. In 2012, Smith was charged with DUI and possession of hash. He pled guilty to the drug possession charge and pled no contest to the DUI charge. Although he was the cute kid on a sitcom, his failed marriages and drunk driving are the only things that get him attention anymore. Edward Furlong was a former child star that landed his breakout role as John Connor in the blockbuster Terminator 2: Judgment Day. He turned out fine, right? Wrong. In 2001, he was hospitalized for a suspected drug overdose. In 2004, he was arrested for public intoxication and stealing lobsters. He still gets acting jobs from time to time, but his physique took a nosedive. Now, after years of drug abuse, jail sentences, and a bad diet, he looks like a chubby, cracked-out truck driver. Eric Sullivan played Dewey on the hit show Malcolm in the Middle. Despite Frankie Muniz being the star, Dewey was pretty much everyone's favorite character. The show ended in 2006, and Eric started doing a few acting gigs here and there. But since 2010, he's all but disappeared from the public eye. For being a millennial, he's alarmingly absent from any kind of social media, which may explain the reason why Google search results of his name are often accompanied with "dead." That makes it extremely difficult to get a current picture of him, but the ones we do see aren't flattering in the least. Jeremy Miller was the kid who played Ben Seaver on the late 80s, early 90s sitcom Growing Pains. The show catapulted the careers of Kirk Cameron and Alan Thicke, but Miller's life took a turn for the worse. Although he looked like an innocent, cute kid, he had a mean streak and apparently an early age drinking problem. Miller claims that he was drinking at 4 years old and got hammered at the age of 12. Soon after the show ended, he became a binge drinker and often recalls nights where he would black out. He said that he's thankful he never owned a gun because he often thought of suicide. Now the 39-year-old father of 3 is clean and sober, but one could say that the years haven't been too kind to him. Moises Arias is a Disney Channel star best known for playing the cute little trickster Rico Suave on Hannah Montana. Since then, he's earned a bunch of acting gigs, most notably Bonzo on the film Ender's Game. Since his days of youth, he's undergone a complete transformation. His cute factor didn't really translate well into adulthood, and it doesn't help that he prefers the just got out of bed look. He's now 21 and a little confused about what to do with his hair. Need a cute kid in a movie? Call Charlie Korsmo. He's best known for his role as the son of Peter Pan in the Robin Williams movie Hook. He also played the rambunctious kid in the film Dick Tracy. For some reason, after only 7 films, he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. Either that or his phone stopped ringing. Although he may not be a hit with the ladies as far as looks are concerned, the guy is super smart. He earned a degree in physics at MIT in 2000 and a law degree from Yale in 2000. Talk about brains over beauty. Stephen Anthony Lawrence was Beans, the annoying bacon-loving next-door neighbor on Disney's Even Stevens. The show ended after 3 seasons, and Lawrence went on to have roles in the 2003 movie The Cat in the Hat and 2005's Kicking and Screaming. But recently, the 5'1", balding 25-year-old was sighted in a shopping mall in Northern California, dressed up as one of Santa's helpers. Fans of the show knew who he was as soon as they saw him, and Instagram selfies with him were being taken left and right. He says, "It's really weird. I feel like I've changed so much when I look in the mirror. I don't know how people even barely recognize me." Come on, Beans, no one can forget that face, even if we wanted.